Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which is my favorite Assassin's Creed. Now, I know that it's definitely not the best out there, but it's definitely one that holds a place in my heart since it was the first one I have ever did for the Assassin's Creed universe.
The past is your playground. Abstergo.
Hello, Initiate. Recently, Abstergo Historical Research began several new projects in London. We both know that when Abstergo makes big moves, the Templars are up to something. We think they're hot on the trail of a new piece of Eden. I've got people in London looking for it.
Hey, Bishop! Jacob and Evie Fry are twins. How awesome is that?
Speak of the devil. Fire up your cameras, Beck. I've got picture. ETA on the payload?
Sending it now.
A lot to sift through. I'm gonna get the Initiates on it ASAP.
You look weird with a weapon. Let's plant a little bug and see what we can see. Got something. Isabel Ardant has a meeting here in a few hours. Doesn't say with who.
Doesn't say with whom, Rebecca. I suppose it's down to Muggins here to find out.
Hold on. The mission was to find data to locate a piece of Eden in London.
We did.
And now, I am eager to try this new kit.
I don't like it when those two go off book like this. Well, all we can do is take a deep breath and move forward. You'll be searching for the piece of Eden through the lives of Jacob and Evie Fry, twin assassins who operated in Victorian London. Your first set of genetic memories are downloaded. Good luck.
Brother George, it is as I feared. London has fallen. Thrice I have written to you begging your aid. Thrice you've responded with silence. And yet I write again. So desperate my need, so few my options. I need you. London needs you. You would say it is too great of a task, or that it is not yet time to strike. Patience, you would counsel. But whilst you wait, the Templars consolidate their power. They have chosen a Grand Master so ruthless, so thorough, one might think Reginald Birch himself had returned. His name is Crawford Starrick, and he intends to rule the world. There is no aspect of society he does not control, no industry that escapes his grim touch. By day, it is corrupt merchants and venal politicians who hold court. Come night, a vicious street gang known as the Blighters strikes terror in the hearts of all. There is no business untainted by his poison, no person unexploited, be it by duplicity or force. Our enemy has designs on the highest office of them all. And so, as you look inward, and dare I say it, afraid, Crawford Starrick's ambition is fixed on the beyond, to kingdoms and continents as yet unconquered, though not for long, for he knows, as I have warned you, time and time again, whosoever controls London controls the world.
So when I'm going to be playing through these, I'll try to put in the description box what missions I did. If you don't see it, then I probably forgot about it. I won't make any promises, but I'll just try to remember, since I know some people are looking for a specific area. But we'll just see what happens.
The iron ship's from here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war. Think you both can handle it?
What a question.
All right. My mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Fry twins. See them nightly at Covent Garden.
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need right here. I'll extend your regards to Ferris.
Chat later, George. We've a train to catch.
Jacob! Evie! May the creed guide you, you vagrants!
Poor man. More afraid than ever. The years have not been kind.
Evie Fry, where do you get it from?
The same place as you, Jacob.
Have fun.
Don't die.
Jacob is definitely my favorite Fry twin. Some may see him as arrogant and very like brash, I think is the word, or crash, one of them, sorry. But just very like know-it-all, I think.
Go on like this? It's disrupting the other workers. Shut his trap and get the machine fixed. And send me some laudanum for my head.
Some might not like his personality, but I find him very charming. I personally like to play as Evie more, just because I feel like a little lady, but I do enjoy his stories more.
Locked. What do you think you're doing?
No one goes in or out unless there's a problem.
I hold the machines. That door opens, and I have my route to Ferris.
Well, I will definitely have to get used to the controls. It has been a little bit since I've played.
Always work on the fly.
I think the last time I played was closer to May and June.
Looks like trouble.
And I played this game multiple times. It's one of those that I can just start no matter where and just be like, yep, I know what I'm doing. I'll also be doing side missions alongside the main quest. That way, at the end, I don't have some random missions. Since I like to do a nice cleanup. I try to do that as well with Unity. Unity is a little hard since they have so many quests. This one has definitely doesn't have as many, but they're very to the point.
The sanitary inspector. This man is dead.
You're the dead man! Run along home. I'll teach you how to beg for mercy.
It's so pretty.
Ferris.
This is even the prettiest part.
Mr. Ferris has mandated
Time to head for higher ground.
I think the reason why I connect so much more to this story than any of the other Assassin's Creed, even though this one is definitely not up to par on some of them, I think it's because I've always have been interested in the Victorian England and the very steampunk. I've always been in love with steampunk. Oh, what the? Okay. I'll be honest, I don't really know what happened there.
You're gonna be so...
I'm gonna try to get through this first part pretty quickly. That way I can get both Evie and Jacob's done. We can basically get the intro out of the way. I'm always forgetting to like talk, so I'm sorry if I go quiet most of the time.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Fine. But dock his wages.
Yes, sir.
Shall we arrive at a final price, Mr. Ferris?
Whoops. Get down, okay. Kind of scared me. I was wondering where he was. Oh, just in the middle of all these children. Definitely won't scar them.
He's a stranger on the nose.
Evie's is definitely a little bit of a longer one. This one's very to the point.
It is done. Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loosened in Starrick's machine. A large bolt, but not enough.
Your Grandmaster will fall.
You assassins can circle London to your heart's content. The mechanism we have built has been going strong for 100 years, and will run 1,000 more. It is the very city itself.
We will take London from your hands.
From Croydon? You lurk in the shadows like a coward. I doubt it.
him off. Yeah.
Tickets, please.
Nah, just wait for them. Kick him off. Yeah. I need to turn down the volume. Oh, he running. See if this helps. Oh, it's kind of sweet of us. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, never mind. Hopefully the volume sounds a little bit better. I had a freaking blasting in my ear, and I was like, I think this is okay, guys.
Lost your bottle, boys!
Well, we seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
I remember doing a sequence similar to this in Nathan Drake. I think the second one, oof, what that one called? First one's Drake's Fortune, second one, I had it right in front of me actually. Among Thieves, okay. And then Drake's Deception. Which I will be doing the Nathan Drake. I will not be doing all of them, however. The first two have kind of scarred me. So I really wasn't expecting the endings. If you haven't seen it,
Maybe next time I'll walk.
it definitely does go into more like supernatural-esque. Not too terribly much, it's not the whole thing, but it's like a wow. And I was not prepared for that kind of stuff. The third one I'm okay with. I've done that a lot. That one's a good one. It's the first two that kind of scarred me. I remember I had started playing the first one, and then I stopped, came back to it, and I was like, okay, let's do this, because I was at a really hard part. And I was like, I was doing pretty good. Also, the tide waves on that, like when you're in the little boat, horrible mechanisms. I died so many times in the speedboat and the one going up the river. Absolutely horrible. So then I got to the end and I literally had to watch, I think at the time, the guy who voices, I think Nathan Drake, I remember something on YouTube where they had the guy who voiced it, like, play the video games, because he doesn't usually play video games, but I think he was with Bart Baker. Maybe not Bart Baker, but something Baker.
Yard.
And I had to watch him play, because I was like, if he can do it, this guy who doesn't really, like,
This is where the piece
do this kind of stuff, then I can do it.
No loose ends.
I only did that on the first one, because that one was very traumatizing.
And create a diversion.
Well, where is it? Huh? Where's Brewster's supplies? Meter.
The second one, it wasn't so bad. It was more, it was a really tough boss.
Who's that?
They went hard for no reason.
Time to deploy the diversion. I'm on my way, Sir David.
Get Roger!
Also, at this time of me, sorry, at the time of me playing this, I have actually gotten my PC and my monitor. I just haven't hooked up my PlayStation because it's really the only streaming, streaming thing I have. And so I'm like having to like transfer between 3 rooms, so I'm just keeping it in the bedroom for right now. And keeping all the PC stuff in the second bedroom. But eventually, I'll be able to do webcam stuff with my PC, and I'm hoping to do that pretty soon. I just figured I just didn't feel like trying to figure out the webcam stuff while playing the PC, and plus,
Smells like Jacob's
I work
cooking.
overnight, so I'm awake up at midnight. And we're asleep during the day because it's just easier for a schedule, and I don't feel like waking up my neighbors.
That should keep you busy.
We have
while I
very
head
thin
into your
walls in our
lab.
apartment.
Follow me down the tracks.
You stay here and keep a lookout.
All right. I'll shout if I get any bother.
First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
Come apart.
Not your concern. Bring back the cargo.
I need 2 more weeks with the device.
Your questionable practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough time to achieve results, Sir David.
I was unaware that you expected me to perform like a cocker spaniel.
Permit me to remind you of your obligation to the Order.
Miss Thorne, you ride me like a racehorse.
Sir David, I will return tomorrow. If you have not unlocked the device's secrets, forget your dogs and horses. I will leave you to the wolves. Good day.
She's batty. She's annoying, but she's batty.
I merely promised to tour of the premises, my lords.
Who sent you?
It's one of Green's spies.
Get that man to interrogation. Then I want him brought to the lab.
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
Whoop. No. Oh my god. There we go.
Get those supplies back from the train. This is hysterical outrageous.
Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. No! Oh, whatever.
She's clear as day.
We're good. Let's come up here. Okay. I'm gonna try to do the hanging barrel thing if I can. Yes. Hit. Get wrecked.
Nearly there.
Some other of the Assassin's Creed games I've played. I started Black Flag, but I wasn't able to finish it. Like, I literally got to the very end. It was, it was the boat where you have to, like, fight all the boats. It's like the, very last mission, it's literally a ginormous ship that's protecting the island, and I kept dying multiple times. It was really that close, but that was when I was a lot younger, though.
Thank you kindly. I was in ever such a squeaky fix when, what do you know?
And that was a pretty good game.
Me.
Where's the hidden laboratory?
Untie me, and then we can parley, my lady.
I'm pressed for time. Tell me now.
It's underground. Requires a key. One of the guards nicked mine, cheeky sod.
Thank you.
Now, untie me?
You got yourself in. I trust you can get yourself out again.
Not to worry, my lady. Can still recall a couple of tricks from me carnival days.
Charming.
Other than that, I've played Unity, finished it, and I've done Origins, and I finished that. I see another hanging barrel. Oh. I don't think he's gonna be able to move over. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Yeah.
Keep that key in your pocket, or else Miss Thorne will have your guts for guns.
Let's have a butcher's downstairs then. I want to see that artifact.
Not if you value your life.
Oh my god. Nope. Yes. Hee.
Hey, leave them rats alone. They've as much right to be here as you.
Mind your own post. I'll feed him to me cat.
Poor little rats.
Oh, dang.
Got it.
There we go. Oh. There's one more hanging barrel. But I don't think there's anyone over here anymore. Oh. Oh. I usually can't get that one. hope you don't mind if I'm more quiet than anything else. I don't really feel the need to talk about meaningless stuff, to be honest. I feel like if I talk too much, I get way too distracted.
There you are. The entrance to Brewster's lab.
You know how like there's always people that ask what era would you go to if you could like go back in time? I think I would really like this era, even though it's definitely not going to be like this. It's not a video game. I think it's less steampunk than a lot of people actually make it seem. But I think this area, I think there's just so much innovation happening. I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a cool area. It was also during the time of Jack the Ripper, so not that he's that cool. Let's do that one. I think it's also because I really like trains. And I wish there was more train systems in America. You know how hard it is to get frigging across the state? It takes like 3 hours just by car. And not everyone has a car. I know in Chicago area, they use more like train subway things, I think. Subways in the cities. You know, I feel like even like where we are, the city that I live in, there is not a bus. But the city next to ours has a bus, but even then it really doesn't. I don't really see a lot of people use it. The people do use it, it's just not. It's kind of a weird bus system, to be honest.
Piece of Eden.
Increase the electricity.
But it'll become unstable, sir.
And the city next to ours is a bigger city. And I'm really surprised that the city right now that we live in, the one that I grew up in, doesn't have any sort of public transportation. Because it used to be a really small city growing up, that's why my parents really liked the area. And then just over the years, it's grown. I mean, we have multiple elementaries. And it only goes to one high school. They had to renovate our whole schooling system because my class was the biggest class. When we were all kindergarteners, they figured out that that we were going to be the biggest class, and that it was just setting us up for the future. So everything had to get changed. Oh, I thought I clicked the wrong one. But just a fun fact about my city.
It's time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
But I have so much more to discover.
Do not be afraid.
I'm not. God will protect me.
I will continue your experiment.
You will not stop, Starrick. Miss Thorne has already found another piece of Eden, more powerful than the last.
I will take that one too.
We fight to gain what we cannot take with us. It's in our nature.
I'm kind of surprised that I chose to do Assassin's Creed next. To be honest, I didn't choose until like I literally sat down.
Now.
I was just like, whatever I reach for, or whatever's in my PlayStation already. I really thought I was either gonna go for Uncharted or Far Cry. But I saw Syndicate and I was like, let's do it. That would hurt so much. Oh.
Keep going.
That was her booby ribs.
That was far too close. I must find a way out.
I would not be lucky I get my little finger smashed by some bricks.
Nearly through.
Also, I think my dumpy's too big to be fitting through this stuff.
Come on!
Yeah, I got all the challenges. I'm a baddie.
What was that explosion?
What explosion?
Evie?
Piece of Eden detonated and took the lab with it.
The magic lump of hyperbolic metal. I'm shocked.
Simply because you have never valued the pieces does not
All
mean...
went according to plan,
There was a slight complication.
How slight?
The lab exploded.
Jacob.
You derailed a train.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Well, the train derailed and I happened to be on it. I killed my target.
Brewster is also no more.
Then all in all, a successful mission in spite of you two.
What about London?
What about it?
We're wasting our time out here.
You know as well as I do that London has been the domain of the Templars for the last 100 years. They are far too strong yet. Patience.
The Templars have found a new piece of Eden.
Sir David is dead. They do not know how to use it. The Council shall guide us. Sound advice that your father would have seconded. I shall see you back in Crawley.
Patience, Evie.
A gentle sound of opportunity passing us by.
So what's stopping us? London is waiting to be liberated. Forget Crawley.
Father would have wanted us to listen.
Oh, Father. You could continue his legacy in London.
Freeing future generations from a city ruled by Templars. You know, Jacob Fry, you might just be right.
Then shall we?
Yes. Let's. Onward to London.
I know. You've only had a taste of our latest acquisition from Abstergo. But I want to check in on Sean and Rebecca. I still think attacking a Templar is a mistake.
Call Dr. Grammatica.
Come on. Oh, Isabel. What a lovely surprise.
Our mutual friends will be here shortly to search for the artifact. Once it's located, I'll let you know.
Super. Always a pleasure.
prick.
It's people like you that give historians a bad name.
I'm afraid I don't have time for you today, Mr. Hastings.
Thank you for making my job easy.
Oh, shit.
It does look grim.
Master Berg, Agent Acosta. Deal with them, please.
Move it!
Hunt them down!
So that was the intro. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna end it right there.